another car.
Well, it's not technically another car. So we are back at the shop. We just got back. Car's all done. We're very, very happy with the work Matt Kennedy has done for us here. Car's all buttoned up together, as you can see, looking really good. I'll show you guys the engine bay. Every single wire in this car has been redone, literally from A to Z. Everything's brand new. Of course, everything has been wire tucked. It's got an RB25. This is apparently an RB25 from an R34. So we are excited not only to get the car running, just to kind of get it out there and see what, you know, what it's going to do. You know, I mean, we've had the car for a couple of months now or so. We haven't really been able to do anything. It's just kind of been sitting in the back burner, so to speak. So now that everything is done, now that everything is wired, everything is put together, tomorrow we're going to be changing all the fluids, transmission, oil, flushing the radiator, diffs, everything. So we're going to go through the entire car just to make sure that everything is fresh, and then fire her up. So you know, you guys will be with us, you'll be hanging out, and you know, we'll see how it goes.
Actually not bad. I mean, it's a little dark, but
so usually when a car comes in, the first thing we do is always check every single fluid. We change the oil, we check the tranny fluid, we check the diff fluids, obviously radiator, plugs, all that stuff, so that we can make sure everything is good. Like for all we know, I mean, well, for this particular car, we know that it hasn't run in a while. So having the fluids, which they're really not that bad, that are coming out, we got to change them all. Obviously, everything we always use. As you can see right down there, Mold Tool products, always our sponsors. We always, anything that goes into any car in this shop is all Mold Tool. So once we get through checking it, once we get through tightening everything up, hopefully we can, hopefully we'll hear her run like today, like in a little while. I hope so. Cars originally was an RB20, like all of them. Originally was automatic, like I'm sure all of them are, right? Aren't all of these automatic from the factory, if I'm not mistaken? No?
Some were, I think it was an option. Like we have 4 doors that are 5-speed, like my old one was 5. Okay. Neo swap.
Yep, this is a Neo. It's an R34 Neo swap that's in this car. It's a 5-speed conversion. So
motor's so bad in one of my cars.
That'll be, that's also good. So. Good sign, good sign.
These motors hold a lot of power stock and love the revs. But yeah, I'm excited. I kind of want this car. Maybe I should just sell the other 240 and buy this. But it's like, I don't know, I'm just not a big 4-door fan. I like them when they're done nicely, obviously, but I don't know, man, something about like an S chassis body line or an R32 body line that's 2-door. We'll see. Maybe when it's running and driving, if I like it more, I buy it. So comment if I should buy it. Bro, could you grab that rag? Let's see. I'm like 99% sure everything's where it should be connected. Just to get it to crank real quick, see if it'll start. Fluid, gas, everything's in, so. Oh, wait a second. I think I always do this to stock manifolds. It doesn't harm anything, but I'm never sure if I have the fuel lines backwards or not, so I'm gonna let the gas settle real quick, and I'm hoping that I just need to flip-flop the fuel lines, because I always mix them up. So give it a second, let the gas drop, and see what it'll do. Yo, that is not good. Oh Lord, that's not good. That's all water in there, guys. I know it's hard to see with the flash, but literally watch. Holy shit. I think that's the water from before we bought it, the car sat for quite some time. And I think he said there was a vented hood. I don't remember. I think if we check an old video, I remember, but he said there was a vented hood and water got in there. So luckily, not running all this time, that water's just been sitting there. And clearly if the water's just been sitting there, then thank God it didn't go down anywhere. So, yeah, that's not good. I'm gonna have to clean that out real fast and just freaking hope to God that's not gonna cause any issues, because yeah, that's not good. So I'm gonna take out all the coil packs, and yeah, I really, really hope there's no issues. Really, really hope it's just water sitting like in the surface, so to speak. I'll just, I'll vacuum it out with a shop vac, and really, really hope that's what's causing it, because if there's obviously water, then it's not going to spark. So take coil pack bracket off. Yeah, dude, that's full of water. Luckily, there's not a lot back here. Okay. So then that must have been where the front hood vent was. Water was getting in there. I mean, I would say get some plugs anyways. These plugs look like shit. And again, the only downside to this is the car sat for quite some time, as we said before. We were expecting possibly something to be off, or, I don't want to say damaged, but yeah, I'm gonna clean it up, throw some new plugs in there, and hopefully that'll help it out. Alright, so cleaned it out. The good thing is the rest of the plugs didn't have any water, so what I'm assuming is, again, from the old vented hood that was on the car, water is just built up in there over time. Because, obviously you can see the engine base had a lot of work done to it, so it probably just sat open, and thank God the car wasn't cranked, so luckily I caught it just in time. I really hope, again, the coil packs aren't damaged from being wet, so I'm gonna try right now and see. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have an extra coil pack or a bunch laying around. So, moment of truth. Yeah, I see it. What do you think? Getting fuel. Pump's working. Even if one was bad, it would still run like dog shit. I think. Problem is, like, it doesn't have an igniter, and if this is a Neo, I'm almost positive Neos don't have igniters.
Doesn't matter. It's still sparking.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think of things like what it could possibly be. Yeah, it could be that. So we're thinking maybe vacuum leak, stuff like that. But let's see. Hopefully it'll start up. So What the fuck? I think the battery. I hate trying to stab these things in place. Oh. Never mind. What I wanted.
What did it say running? Oh, okay.
Cam angle sensor wasn't even in all the way. Fine. Brandon, I think the fuel lines are backwards now because it's not running.
They're flipping back.
Yeah.
There's probably a cam angle sensor from the get-go. And it just so happened to grab. Wait, do you want to like...
It should run without it.
No, it won't.
No, yeah, it won't.
You won't have a map anymore. Yeah.
Alright, so note to self, check the cam angle sensor. Not gonna lie, I couldn't tell with the pipe being here, and I would assumed it was in all this time, but...
I mean, ironically, you mentioned check the cam angle sensor, seeing that we're on video. I mean, isn't it fair to mention about the R31? How long have you owned that car?
Yeah, so the R31, to give you guys a quick rundown of that, was always having issues in boost, is kind of choking up and whatnot, and that was kind of a car which, you know, we never bought to buy, to get on and stuff like that. So we were always wondering, why is it running like this? Maybe coil packs, blah, blah, blah. So of course, Martin, you know, shout out to Martin, being Martin. Oh, just retard the cam angle sensor a little bit. Did that, car freaking pulls like a bat out of hell now, and it's better gas mileage, it idles better, it runs better. So it's funny how it's always little stupid things that you need to check. So. Yeah, it does sound like it's not getting enough fuel. Yep, got it now. Great. Yeah, that's this one. That's probably vacuum leaks now,
Yeah,
or
you gotta
shitty
find it,
fuel.
yeah.
Do that again. You know what I am thinking too?
The throttle sensor.
TPS sensor
Yeah.
could be uncalibrated. Because I'm giving it gas and it's not doing anything. So it could be that the TPS is probably shot. Or not shot, but we have to recalibrate mine. Let me see if we adjust it a little bit. That or the gas is shit.
Yeah.
All right, so after trying a lot of different things the last couple of days, trying to get the car to actually run, we did a couple different tests, checking for vacuum leaks, fuel leaks, and everything checked out fine. So then we finally took a multimeter and or power probe to the fuel injectors, and we were noticing we're only getting 4 volts on the fuel injectors. Now, it could just be a simple ground, or something is not wired properly and the injectors are not getting enough what's the word I'm like, power, I guess, so it's not pulsing correctly. So the guy that actually wired the car is heading down here, Matt. He knows the car better than anybody when it comes to the wiring. So he's heading here now. We're gonna hopefully figure it out and start driving it today. All right, so Matt's here. Hopefully we're gonna figure it out. Obviously, like I said before, he knows the car better than anybody. So we're gonna determine right now what it is. Hopefully it's something stupid, you know what I mean? And yeah, as soon as this car starts up, we're gonna do a coolant flush, double check everything, and I'm going straight to the DMV, get this thing registered, because I want to drive this car. It looks cool, nobody knows what the hell it is, and it's different, and it's an RV, so. RB Power Spooky Season 2020. So we've been on a little bit of a hibernation mode with just a lot of stuff going on at the shop. We got some big changes coming in good ways. So we decided to celebrate Halloween, or to start Halloween. We're gonna blow up a pumpkin with a two-step.
We're gonna try. Now mind you, we don't actually have a two-step. This is actual launch control. So we are gonna see if it'll blow up the pumpkin, you know, and obviously Halloween season. So we thought it would be fitting. As he mentioned, stuff changing with the shop, you guys. This is why we kind of haven't been producing as many videos. We're going through some changes in here. Once these changes are made, we're gonna go right back to normal. And because we've been working on that Cefiro all day, as you guys have been watching in the video, we just want to let out some steam and see if maybe this will work. So let's cross our fingers and see if we can blow this thing up.
Good.
So this worked perfect. So what we're going to do now is finish it off, see what we can get out of it, and
all right, so it has been a long day fighting the Cefiro. So figured out a bunch of little issues here and there. The injector plugs weren't getting the proper voltage, which we spoke of earlier. We had a couple, open vacuum lines, clogged vacuum lines, stuff like that. And then finally we figured out and came to the conclusion that it's either one or the other, which is either the fuel rail's clogged, which in this case just pull the injectors out, clean it, or the injectors themselves are not working or clogged. So yeah, I'm tired, everybody's tired. We have been here all day. Gonna get the injectors and the rail off tomorrow, pop the injectors out. Hopefully I might have a set laying around here that I know work. If not, we're gonna either send them to Boost Lab and get cleaned, or I believe SCNS in Sarasota cleans injectors or fuel rails. And yeah, man, it's trying to run and drive, and I really want to get this thing done and get it on the road. So yeah, leave your comments, let us know what you think, and also, thanks for checking out the video. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.